So I'm going to show you something today which Filipinos should be drinking more of. You know, we're in this hot country. We don't have a big wine culture yet here in the Philippines, but making sangria in a hot climate or hot country is a really great idea because it's ice cold, it's fruity, and if you are looking to have a few drinks and in moderation, of course, with your friends, this is the perfect way to get the party started. For the last few years, when it's Christmas time with my team here in Manila, we always have sangria on the table. You know, we bring in great wine from Australia, so it's great to mix up some wine with Filipino fruits, and that's actually how I came up with my Filipino take on sangria. So what we do is we use all of the classic Filipino citrus fruits. And you can make sangria lots of different ways. Sometimes they're using, you know, you can put stone fruits in, you can, you know, peaches, you can put plums, you can put strawberries, you can put apples. Pretty much any type of fruit you can put in. And one of the real pleasures about this is trying to get the right kind of flavor between what fruits you use, what wine you use, what other ingredients you add in the mix, right? Now, the classic sangria mix would be, you know, a bottle of wine. You can use either a red wine or a rosé. And today we're using, it's a rosé, but it's a really light colored rosé. A lot of the time rosé is a lot darker than this. But I deliberately use this one because I think it's a better pair with these light tropical citrus flavors that we're going to be putting into the dish. It's a dry Sangiovese, meaning it's not overly sweet. And when I say it's a Sangiovese, that is the variety. So a lot of times rosés will be made from Grenache, from Tempranillo, from Pinot Noir, from Shiraz, and occasionally, not too often, but you can make them using the Sangiovese grape, and you get this really light finish when you use Sangiovese because of the lighter color of that red grape compared to some of the others. So just see how this is drinking, because I haven't tried this yet. New vintage. Yeah, so it's light, it's bone dry. Sangiovese is known for having some strawberry characteristics at the front, which is why I'm going to put in a bit of strawberries with the sangria today, as well as our Philippine citrus. So that's tasting pretty good, and we'll use that as the basis for our sangria today. Now, really easy to whip this up. I'll start by putting the fruits in first. So what I've got here is about 10 pieces calamansi that have just been halved. I've got here some Dalandan, and we've just sliced that. Dalandan's great. It's like orange on the inside, green on the outside. Fresh Dalandan juice is one of the pleasures of being here in the Philippines. And I always like to put in an orange. It's probably a little sweeter than the Dalandan and the calamansi, so that'll just add a bit more citrus sweetness for our sangria. Okay, so that looks great. 3 types of citrus in the bottom. Next we'll go in with our strawberries. We've got about maybe 10-12 pieces that have just been halved, stems removed. And you want to add a little sugar. This is probably about 2 tablespoons worth of sugar that's going in. You know, sangria is deliberately, you know, cool and sweet. But I much prefer making it at home than buying, especially getting it at restaurants. They always put in way too much sugar, in my opinion. So when you do it at home, you can really control that and just get it to a nice level. So it's about maybe 2 tablespoons of brown sugar we'll put in. Now I've got about maybe a tablespoon or 2 of squeezed calamansi juice, just to make sure that that's, you know, properly flavoring the drink. We'll put in our bottle of wine next. You can put in a bit of either brandy or triple sec. Triple sec's an orange flavored alcohol, so I don't like to put too much of this in, so I might just put in about 1/4 cup. And depending on what you're using, that can make it a more alcoholic drink, or you can take it out altogether if you want a lower alcohol sangria. Next, I like to put in soda water. I always start with a tin of soda water. This gives it a little bit of fizz. And then depending how it's tasting at this point, I'll either add in more soda water or I'll add in a little bit of a lemonade. So just an ordinary can. So if I feel like it's not sweet enough, then I'll just use that to add fizz and sugar at the same time. But I like to always, you know, taste it first to make sure we're not making something that's like candy. so it's probably still a bit kulang sa sweet for me, so I'm gonna use some lemonade now just to give it a little bit more sweetness. And I've also got something in front of me here. This is fresh tarragon, which I'll just bruise delicately. I grow this on my rooftop dito sa Makati City. Got a little garden up there, so we grow the fresh herbs. And if I just bruise this and put it into the sangria, it's going to give it a really nice flavor. And I'll probably drop a little sprig or two into the glasses when I serve it. You can actually smell it coming off already, even from this distance. It's that sort of anisey, licoricey smell that you get with tarragon. And I'm hoping that's just going to react nicely with the wine. Sangiovese has some savory notes as well as the strawberry at the front, so we'll see if we get this to react a little bit with the tarragon. Yeah. So the flavor is just about right, and the last thing I need to do is just add some ice cubes. You want your sangria to be served ice cold, and as the ice cube melts, that'll also just keep it really liquidy. I mean, it's not meant to be a high alcohol drink. So you do have a whole bottle of wine there, but the idea is, you're only drinking sort of about half a glass of wine each time you have a glass. Not a bad way to stay hydrated in the heat while, having a few glasses of alcohol. All right, now with my remaining tarragon, I'm just gonna bruise that also, so you can smell it a little bit. Put that in the glass. Give this one last stir to make sure the ice is mixed in well. I won't overfill these because the idea is you want to get a few bits of fruit floating in there when you serve it. Okay, so there it is, mga kabano. This is Chris Urbano's Philippine Summertime Sangria. All Philippine fruits, light Sangiovese-based rosé, enough sweetness there, and we're making use of the Dalandan, the calamansi, Baguio strawberries, tarragon that grows, well, pretty much anywhere in the Philippines. And I might try this one here with this piece of Dalandan in it. Okay, so this is absolutely delicious. It's bound to be a winner with your friends, with your family, with your barkada. Whether you're in the Philippines or abroad, you can try and make this one out. If you like watching the show, and if you like hearing about modern ways to work with Filipino cooking and reimagining the Filipino food and culinary arts, please get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you guys. You can leave a comment, you can like our page at Facebook or drop me a note there. And of course, subscribe to the channel and help me take Filipino food global. It's been great having you with me today. I'm Chris Urbano, and I'll see you next time. Bye.